What's up everyone, my name is Ben and today I'll be showing you guys some tricks as well as some hacks to double your iPhone battery life. When I first started using this, I was seriously impressed because I didn't know that you can optimize so much stuff on your iPhone and get away with basically so much more battery life. Battery life is something that we all always need, and especially with the new phones, in the new age, since we're always on our phones. So anyway, without me rambling, let's jump straight into the video where I will show you how to use tricks to double your iPhone battery life. One of the most important things you can do is go into the settings, notifications, and under notifications carefully check the apps that you don't really need notifications for. For example, this will be apps like Notes or any other apps like Games, Game Center. Basically, think of every single app on the list and ask yourself, do I ever need notifications for this app? And if you don't, turn on the notifications for that app off, and what that will do, it will basically stop your device from always checking continuously in the background if there's anything new in that app. And with every single app that you turn that off for, so basically the more apps that you turn that off for, the more battery life you will free up. With iOS 12, you've got a new feature called battery panel or battery life or something along those lines. What you need to do is open up settings and go into battery, and you will see this little graph which is actually really informative, and with that you can figure out basically what is using the most battery life, what you maybe need to cut back on, and maybe you need to replace that app with a similar app but that will be using less battery life. So you need to be kind of smart about it, but that battery panel will definitely help you out big time. Another big one is to disable software updates. Not software updates, but automatic software updates. Now, automatic software updates will always be checking in the background, similar to notifications, if there is maybe a new update available from Apple. And I recommend you to turn the automatic updates feature off. If you don't know how to do that, if you can just go into the description or maybe click on the annotation above, which will take you to the video where I explain how to turn automatic iOS updates off. You also need to go into settings and turn off fetch new data. Sure, this might come in handy if you're a big heavy user of the Mail app, but if you maybe open up your mail regularly on regular basis, what you need to do is go into settings, fetch options. You can just look to your right and go in under your mail and set everything either to hourly, 30 minutes, or manually, which means manually the new updates for the mail will only basically update when you open up the app, and that won't be constantly running in the background and draining your battery. This is the most important tip that I will give you probably in this video, and this is one of the most forgotten tips, and I can't really explain how often people forget about this one. What you need to do is go into settings and turn off Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. 99% of the people today just turn off Wi-Fi and Bluetooth from the control center, so those toggles turn white, but that does not mean that the toggles are off. What you need to do is go into settings and manually turn off Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and when you do that, basically those services will stop looking for a consistent connection to somewhere else, and that will save you a lot of battery life, and I can't tell you how many people always forget about this one. Another smart thing to do is that if you're not a big voice user or Siri user, you need to go into settings and disable the feature where your phone is always listening for the command to activate the voice assistant. That is really easy. Just go into Siri and basically turn off the toggle where it says it's always listening. If you go into general and go into background app refresh and just disable that, that will also save you a lot of battery life. What the background app refresh is when you open up an app and you refresh it, well, your phone is basically doing that all the time in the background, so what it does is when you open up your app and you go back into it, you will already be at the top of the news feed because your phone is doing that every a few minutes. But why would you even have that on if it's just draining your battery life and you can just manually do that when you open up the app? Another smart thing to do is to go into settings, privacy, location, and disable location personalized ads, suggestions, and I believe it's also a third one which you'll see on the screen. If you turn those three off, the location services will be running less often, therefore you will automatically save some battery. And finally, the last one, if you don't have any other Apple devices, or if you don't use the feature called handoff, and handoff means when you have, let's say, Safari open on your phone, there will be a little icon on your Mac displayed, and that is called handoff. If you don't use that, turn it off, and I guarantee you it will save you some battery life. These were all the tips that I frequently used and started using just recently that pretty much doubled my battery life. They might not double yours, but I promise you that they will improve your battery life by at least 50 to 70%, as that is the case for most people. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I seriously hope this video helped you out. If it did, definitely consider dropping it a like, and I'll see you all next time.